back at it. Right now, we're headed to Steamboat, which is 2 hours due north of Breckenridge. We originally were gonna do a backcountry episode today, but it snowed like 2 feet. So backcountry isn't super safe, so we're going to check out Steamboat. I'm psyched because I've actually never skied it, so I think this will be a good opportunity to explore a new mountain and ski hopefully some fun stuff. But it was a bit of an early wake up this morning. We're watching the sunrise right now. Damn, look at that shot. It's early January here in Colorado, and we're here in Steamboat because we were planning a backcountry day today, but we got like 2 feet of new snow. So we audibled and drove up here to Steamboat, which is super fun for us because it's often really nice to get out of Summit County and away from Breckenridge and all the crowds sometimes. And part of the perk of living in a town like Breck is that you get to buzz up to places like this when there's snow. So really, right now is sort of the start of the season for us. It's been a really, really slow start. So this is actually the first episode we've shot all year. Mainly because there's been no snow. So we're cautiously optimistic that we're gonna get some snow today. Nate was here yesterday and had a good report, and they didn't open a lot of the upper mountain. So we're hoping that we're gonna get some new snow and hopefully not a lot of lines. Based on what we've seen so far, it looks good, so we're psyched.
Hot tubbed it. Woo! Yeah, buddy. This looks nice. Oh, I'm happy. There's no one here. Don't tell anyone about Steamboat. It's a secret.
We found the lip lines. Hopefully it's not like this for the rest of the day. Hi, we're on take 2 because our cameraman just forgot to turn the microphone on. What I was saying very eloquently before this was that Steamboat is known for having super, super light snow. A lot of people call it champagne powder, if you want to sound like an asshole. But we heard that yesterday, the snow is actually pretty heavy. And we were talking to a lift ops guy down at the bottom, and he mentioned that in all of his 30 years of working here, yesterday was actually one of the most challenging days that he's had on this mountain. And because of the heavy snow, the amount of snow, and the fact that there was like 60, 70 mile an hour winds up here, I think there's probably going to be a lot of wind loading and a lot of good stuff on this backside of the mountain, which would bode well for the rest of the day. And looking around right now, it looks like the snow is really good and it's pretty uncrowded, so we're psyched. Look at that view. Woo! Whoa. Steamboat's really well known for just the sheer volume of Olympians that they produce. I think this town actually produces or has produced more Olympians than any other town in the US. Don't quote me on that directly, but I feel like that's on a plaque somewhere in town that I've seen. So there's definitely a really strong ski culture here. The town has grown immensely in the past few years, sort of much to the chagrin of the locals. But it's a super fun town. The mountain access is really easy. It's far enough away from Denver that the crowds generally aren't bad. It does get crowded here. We just bought day tickets, and I think they were like, what were they, $220 or something. So it's certainly not like an old school ski town like it used to be, but it's a super fun place. We often come here in the summer to come biking. Lots of good river culture here, lots of good hunting. So it's a pretty quintessential Colorado town for sure.
Most of the runs we've been skiing today have been hike 2. It's not really that big of a hike, more of a traverse or a walk. But you can see sort of over my shoulder, you can see with that camera, there's a ton of good backcountry terrain around here. Also lots of good stuff if you have a snowmobile. Rabbit Ears Pass is really good. a lot of really good terrain around here if you're willing to work a little bit for it. Lots of sketchy terrain too, so don't duck a rope.
These things know
We're like halfway through the day right now. I think it's 12:15, 1 o'clock. It's been an awesome day of skiing. It's not deep, but it's soft. The snow's funky today. I don't know if you can see, it's like graupely kind of. So I think we're getting a little bit of a different experience than most at Steamboat, but no complaints. It's been a super soft day. It's bluebird, warm out. The mountain has been fantastic. Something that we're noticing about the mountain is that it's probably a really good place to bring your family if you're looking for sort of a place you can progress. There's greens, blues, even some of the stuff we've been seeing today, it's not super steep. So I think this is a pretty good mountain if you're looking for a well-rounded ski experience. I would 100% recommend it. We were saying on the chairlift, there's a reason this place is one of the most expensive places in the world to go skiing. It's because it's awesome. So we're stoked. Snowboarding cameraman on skis. Look at him go. Yeah! It is early January, but the snowpack in Colorado at this point hasn't been great. So I'm actually sitting at the top of the Pony Express lift right now, which by all intents and purposes should really be running by this time of the season, but they're not running the lift, but they've opened the hike. So you can access this terrain by really, that was only a 10-minute hike. So I think a lot of the locals are sort of secretly psyched that this lift is not running because it does filter people a little bit. So this terrain down here doesn't get hammered as much. We're wrapping up our day in Steamboat. We had a kick-ass day. The snow was really nice, really creamy. It wasn't super deep, but soft. No super long lip lines. We had untracked stuff pretty much all day. So I'm super happy with our day here, and I'm definitely eager to come back. And I recommend you all do too. Woo!